Good morning. My name is Deputy Chief Kirk Alabanese. I'm the Commanding Officer of Operations Valley Bureau. Thank you for being here this morning. With me this morning is Councilmember Paul Krekorian, to my right, Captain Justin Eisenberg over my shoulder, the Commanding Officer of North Hollywood area, family members of Cherie Osman Hudzik, who are represented by her mom and dad, Mike and Gail Cameron. Right here. And Gail. And we're here to announce the arrest of Omar Armando Loera. And as you are aware, we had a very tragic occurrence on July the 24th of this year on Riverside Drive in Valley Village involving the death of Cherie, the homicide of Cherie. And we identified Loera as the suspect responsible, and efforts have been underway to seek his arrest, which occurred yesterday in Mexico. Also with us is Adam Colby, who was Cherie's fiance, and the entire family has been incredibly supportive in terms of getting the word out to the community through a variety of effort in order to allow the community, law enforcement, everybody to try to identify where this individual was, and we've done that. This whole effort started with the investigation by North Hollywood homicide detectives led by Richard Wheeler, Tim Kirkpatrick, and Tom Townsend, who's here with us this morning as well. I want to thank, in addition to the family for their efforts, I want to thank Councilmember Paul Krekorian for his motion that led to the council-approved reward. And as you're going to hear from Captain Eisenberg, that reward played a role in our ability to identify, seek clues, leads, which led us and the United States Marshal to Loera down in Mexico. Specifically, when you talk about community policing, this is an example of it. It's a tragic example, but it's an example of how the police department, the community, the family, government officials, Councilmember Krekorian specifically, local, state, and federal law enforcement come together, and collectively something happens that needs to happen. And in this case, the arrest of Loera is what happened. I want to specifically thank the United States Marshal, Pacific Southwest Region Fugitive Task Force, the Northern Baja State Police, the California Department of Corrections Parolee Fugitive Task Force, the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. And in terms of the U.S. Marshal, special thanks, because this is not the first time the United States Marshal has gone after a bad guy and brought their man back. And that's exactly what happened here. We turn to the United States Marshal when we need their help. We're very appreciative of what they can do, and they get the job done. And in this case, they got the job done again. Led by Chief Inspector Tom Hession. So again, a special thanks to the U.S. Marshal. At this time, I'd like to bring forward Councilmember Paul Krekorian,